Right to the air is Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Inside handoff here to Ricard.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
On the move to his left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Dancing to his left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the tuck and run. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Walker once more, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are back within a couple of the lead.
Gino's going to throw. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it, and I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there.
And now it's second down. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To first down field goal.
First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room. tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Gino steps away to his left.
He's got his tight end fan.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith forced out to his left. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Walker.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is out of bounds here.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 5. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 31, Smith escaping the pressure right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Here we go on 4th. Smith steps away. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry, and I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A carry here for the big tight end.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They hand off to their big tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Another carry for the fullback, Ricard.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Here's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought...